Donald Trump signed it, and he is pissed off about it. And we know that because he took to Truth Social after just signing it, a very long truth. And man, does he go through a lot. And I wanted to break it down for you because it almost seems like in this massive paragraph of stuff, he was just like, yeah, that's it. He was raging on. And so it starts off by saying Jeffrey Epstein, who was charged by the Trump Justice Department in 2019, not the Democrats, was a lifelong Democrat, donated thousands of dollars to Democrat politicians, and was deeply associated with many well-known Democratic figures, such as Bill Clinton, who traveled on his plane 26 times, Larry Summers, who just resigned from many boards, including Harvard, sleazebag politician activist Reid Hoffman, Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, who asked Epstein to donate to his campaign after Epstein was charged, Democratic Congresswoman, and he just keeps going on and on and on and on to the point to where he says, perhaps the truth about these Democrats and their associates with Jeffrey Epstein will soon be revealed because, and in quote, I have just signed the bill to release the Epstein files. And everyone knows I asked Speaker of the House Mike Johnson and the Senate Majority Leader John Thune to pass this bill in the House and Senate respectively. He continues by saying that, well, the Biden administration never turned over a single file or page related to the Democrat Epstein, nor did they ever even speak about him. Adding, Democrats have used the Epstein issue, which affects them far more than the Republican Party, in order to try and distract from our amazing victories, including the great, big, beautiful bill. Well, actually, he says great, beautiful tax cut bill, which, I mean, is mostly for billionaires and millionaires, not for you and I. Strong borders, no men, women sports, or transgender for everyone, which there was like a handful of men and women sports. You know what I mean? Then he talks about ending DEI, stopping Biden's record-setting inflation, which was not really a thing, except for the fact that there was a pandemic, lowering prices, it's not cheaper for me, biggest tax and regulation cuts in history, I mean, for the rich, ending 8 wars, which is not true, rebuilding our military, I mean, I guess I can kind of get that a little bit, knocking out Iran's nuclear capability, getting trillions of dollars invested in the USA, a lot of misleading things here, creating the hottest country anywhere in the world, and even delivering a huge defeat to Democrats on the recent shutdown disaster. I mean, I will say that last one is pretty true. That was a major failure for Democrats. For years, our great nation had to endure Russia, 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 Ukraine, Ukraine, Ukraine. Russia is a criminal country. That's not a hoax. They are a criminal country. Let's make sure that's clear. I don't care if you're a Republican or Democrat. Russians are criminals here. Then he says Ukraine, Ukraine, Ukraine. Yes, we should support a country that's been invaded for no reason other than that Russia just wanted to murder civilians. Impeachment hoax 1, impeachment hoax 2, and many other Democrat-created witch hunts and scams, all of which have been so terrible and divisive for our country and have been done to confuse, deflect, and distract from the great job the Republicans and the Trump administration are doing. This latest hoax will backfire on the Democrats, just as all the rest have. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Make America great again. You can tell he was angry when he wrote this thing. He was being defensive. This kind of seemed like he was going for more or less retaliation against other people. He used all caps for some things to really heighten emotion and frustration. He framed the statement as more as a list of grievances. You know, he complained about Democrats and investigations and impeachments and then things that the Biden administration did, all kind of like hallmarks of someone just venting out. I mean, you saw how long this thing was here. Then he emphasized who he thinks is to blame. You know, he contracts the Democrats and Republicans and back and forth and really just blames Democrats for all the horrible things that have been happening since 2008, pretty much. Right? And then he shifts away from the focus of the Epstein files to it being more like a political score-setting thing, when realistically, you should be looking about what just happened as there are dozens of victims here that are now going to get closure. People that are still recovering from horrible things that Epstein did to them on his island or apartments or other things. I mean, there are things here that we don't even know about yet that some of these people had to have been living with for the past decade. Horrible things. Shouldn't he come out and say, hey, you know what? Regardless if you're Republican or Democrat, the information is going to be out there. And now some people in this world are finally going to have closure. That was it. Instead, he went on this long thing here. It was lengthy, very lengthy. For some random reason, it was long, emotional, combative messaging completely here. And so, yeah, the tone in his message was unmistakably pissed, defensive, and trying to redirect blame, which means he's not happy about this at all. But what do you think about this? Let me know in the comment section below. I know this is a longer video, but this is big. And this is going to be one of those things that's going to be in the history books when we look back at the second term of the Trump administration. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. What you think about this now being sized. Now, when these files are going to come out, we don't know when they're coming out. It should be within 30 days. We don't know what's going to be redacted because of an ongoing investigation. We also don't know how it's going to be released. Is it going to be like a Google box of just all the information, or is it going to be published, or what? We'll find out soon. But once again, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll be sure to keep you updated. So do make sure you are following me and share this video.